I'm going to be talking to you guys about sigils and codes for modifier. Um, because I'm going to be using certain terminologies or certain terms when I'm talking or explaining the character's code or sigils, and I don't want you guys to get confused. So first off is the sigils. Let's talk about the sigils. So as you can see, she has six sigils, three of which are identical. Now, when I say a sigil, I'm meaning to this. As you can see at the right hand, there's Gale Sovereign and there's Moon Drifter, to which Gale Sovereign means increase in wind damage by 10% and increase wind damage by an additional 5% for every skill or ultimate skill in cooldown, right? So when I say a set, when I say a sigil, sorry, I mean like just that Gale Sovereign, the name, Moon Drifter, that was what I mean. But when I say a set of sigils, I'm referring to the three piece equipped in the character. A slot means this one, there are six slots to which you can equip a piece of sigil, and a piece of sigil is simply just this one sigil, right? Substats or skill effects is what I'm going to be referring to here. So when I say substat or skill effects, I'm referring to these stats here, and you can also go ahead and enchant and add more substats or more skill effects for a sigil. A slot is just this the space in which the sigil sits. So you have 1 to 6 slots, and each slot have different substats for each sigil piece equipped inside, right? Okay, so now that's basically the majority of it for sigils. Now the most important is code. Now I want to talk to you guys about this because I am going to be saying certain things that's going to be hard to quite follow, and that's why I'm making this video. So if anyone asks, I can always refer them to this video. So in codes, you have usually three sets of codes that are equipped around the characters, right? In total, every character has up to 9 codes that can be equipped, but each code work in conjunction with another code, and they have a set that they form, and that set, as you can see here, is 1 2 3 for my aswa, and there's this other three here, as you can see, 1 2 3, which is on the right side, and then 1 2 3 on the left side. So this is called a code. This particular one is called a code. A set of code is the three that have been highlighted once you imprint the code, right? As you can see here, imprint, and here imprint all. So it will imprint the whole set of the code, and here to just imprint a single code. Now, I'm going to be referring to this as vein networks. You have the downward vein, you have the rightward vein, you have the leftward vein, right? So when I say the leftward vein, I'm referring to the three sets or the three codes, sorry, in the right side. When I say the downward vein, I'm referring to the three codes that exist in the downward side of the vein of codes. Vein of codes is just the network of the whole code. So when I say downward vein, I mean downward, the downward three codes here, the downward set. If I say rightward vein, I mean the right set. So this is the vein. This, as you can see, when landed with soul death, wind resistance of the enemy is lowered by 10% for 8 seconds. When in Judge of the Underworld mode, wind resistance debuff for soul death is increased by 20%. This further buffs the skill. When a hit is landed with Dark Wind sights, the enemy also afflicted with weak, lowering their attack by 8%. When in Judge of the Underworld, the attack is further increased by 20%. Right, and this further increases that same skill. So a set of code usually focuses on boosting or buffing a character's kit, a part of the character's kit, right? So, and that's how most characters are. They usually have the downward vein, or the rightward vein, or the leftward vein. Downward vein, leftward vein. But some characters, as you can see here with Athena, have an upward vein. But most characters will either have either upward vein, downward vein, and left and rightward vein. Here she has a downward vein, leftward vein, and rightward vein. And here the same thing, downward, left, right. Another character which has upward, I think, is either Heimdall or I'm not really sure. Let me see. I think it's Heimdall. Yeah, Heimdall has leftward, rightward, and upward. And I think I also have leftward, rightward, and upward. So when I say leftward vein, I'm referring to the left set, right set, rightward vein, and then upward, means upset or downward means downset. So that's how I'm going to be referring to my codes when I'm talking about the characters kit. So this will make it easier for me to speak, and it will be easier for you guys to understand once you watch this video. So thank you for stopping by, and yeah, let's continue to have fun.